All right, everyone, Hurricane Ida beginning to make landfall here in the next couple of hours as a major Category 4 hurricane, borderline Category 5 hurricane. Tower camera here in Baton Rouge hasn't even made landfall yet. The eye is over 100 miles away from Baton Rouge, but already getting those outer rain bands here in Baton Rouge. That rain continuing to fall for the last several hours. A look of your traffic cameras. All the roads out there are looking very wet right now. Hurricane Ida is continuing to move towards the Louisiana coast, where it should make landfall somewhere near Houma. It's about 80 miles southeast of Houma, Louisiana right now. Notice that eye really well defined right now, so it's got a very clear eye. One thing I watch for is any deterioration in that eye, because hurricanes sometimes when they get this strong, they go through what you call eye wall replacement cycles, which eventually weakens the eye. The eye goes away, it weakens the hurricane, then it comes back, and it goes away and it comes back. But I don't see any sign of the eye wall dissipating, which means the system is continuing to strengthen and does have a minor chance of becoming a Category 5 hurricane upon landfall. As we go ahead and take a look at the cone here, you'll notice that is expected to move right over southeast Louisiana, and once it gets over Baton Rouge, which should happen sometime late tonight, it will still be a Category 1 hurricane. So we're still talking about very strong winds that could cause damage and very heavy rain into tonight, which has already started. So as you can imagine, with rain nonstop, that's going to lead to flash flood concerns. It's expected to move up into Mississippi once you go into Monday afternoon as a tropical storm, and then Tuesday at midnight it will be a remnant low. As for a look at the radar, seeing some pretty heavy lightning right around the eye wall. So the eye is really strong out there. You're seeing that main rain band moving over Baton Rouge at this hour. Closer look at some of that rain. We're seeing very heavy rain right over Baton Rouge at this hour. LSU getting a heavier one, Bruisley getting a real heavy one, Marydale also getting some of those red reflectivity colors, which indicates heavy rainfall. And as we go farther east, Denham Springs also getting pretty good rain right now. A little look farther east, looks like Independence, Hammond, you're in a little break of that rain right now. And as we go farther south, we're still looking at some light rain near Lutcher, Convent, Donaldsonville, and Napoleonville. Zooming out, taking a look at our future radar, which changes every 5 minutes based on whatever the radar shows, showing a further westward track of the rain, which means you're about to get a little break here in Baton Rouge in the next hour. And it looks like mostly light rain in the next hour for Covington and Hammond. Now, winds right now aren't too bad out there. They're only 10-mile-per-hour winds in Baton Rouge, Thibodaux only 8, but already seeing 28-mile-per-hour winds in New Orleans and Morgan City, recording winds at 18 miles per hour right now. A hurricane warning in effect across all of our parishes, which means you're likely to experience hurricane force winds today. Tropical storm warning in effect in Mississippi and other parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. Saffir-Simpson scale, again, that hurricane expected to make landfall as a strong Category 4, which means winds will be between 130 and 156 miles per hour. Right now it's 150, so it's only 6 miles per hour away from a catastrophic Category 5 hurricane. If that happens, it would certainly be a rare event. But what does that mean? What do the categories even mean? Well, notice when you compare it to a Category 1 hurricane, the wind damage in a Category 2 hurricane can be about 10 times as great, 50 times as great in a Category 3. The damage in a Category 4 can be 250 times as great than a Category 1 hurricane, and then a Category 5 can be 500 times as great than in a Category 1 hurricane. So you're talking about truly catastrophic damage along the coast. But it's important to remember the damage, the wind, hurricane force wind, only extends about 30 to 40 miles out from the center of the storm. Once you go to Morgan City, you may get lighter hurricane force winds, but not heavy hurricane force winds, whereas Thibodaux and Houma will get very, very strong hurricane force winds. New Orleans will certainly get some, and Baton Rouge will too, but on the lower end of that scale. And the tropical storm force winds will extend all the way up into Mississippi, all the way out to Lafayette, and all the way down towards Gulfport. So a very large area getting winds from a tropical storm force perspective, which will still cause damage. And that's one reason the power outages are expected to be widespread across our entire area, likely in the outlier areas here in that map. FUTURETRACK wind gusts also looking like seeing some pretty strong gusts across our area for quite a while. We're going to continue to see very strong wind gusts through the day today, and as you go into the afternoon and evening hours, that eye will still be working its way through Thibodaux and Gonzales. Once you go to 10, 11 o'clock at night, the sun has set, and we're still seeing that center of circulation making its way through and past Baton Rouge. That will eventually move up into Mississippi, where the winds should calm down somewhat. A storm surge warning also in effect across many of our parishes. The storm surge is expected to be very, very high, nearly unsurvivable in some areas. This is a look from Leeville, where the water is really coming up on Highway 1 in our area. As we go ahead and move to the inundation forecast for the storm surge, so how much inundation will you see in each area? Well, as you go just south of Houma, we're talking about a storm surge of 12 to 16 feet. Just west of that, 8 to 12 feet. Lake Pontchartrain seeing a storm surge of 5 to 8 feet and 4 to 6 feet as you go to Lake Maurepas. That estimated rain forecast still 10 to 15 inches across our area. And the flash flood risk is very high in all the areas in pink. So that includes Baton Rouge, Morgan City, New Orleans, all the way up into Hammond. So a very large portion of that I-10 corridor and even north of it. Most of that rain will fall east and along the center. This particular model has the center passing east of Baton Rouge, which means Baton Rouge would be on the better side of the storm. But I do think if that center passes right through Baton Rouge, you're still going to see some pretty heavy rainfall and flooding concerns, not just in Baton Rouge, but also down towards New Orleans as well. Once you go into Tuesday, might see a couple showers, but by Tuesday, most of that rain should be cleared out. FUTURETRACK radar having most of that rain, that outer band passing through later today, and then that main core of the storm passing through for much of the afternoon and evening hours. So your main flooding risk will be this afternoon and evening, of course, starting now with some of those outer bands. Once you go into the night on Sunday and into Monday morning, that center of circulation passes into Mississippi as a tropical storm, and most of that rain clears our area, not expecting to return. Maybe just some scattered showers and storms through the day on Monday, maybe a few more on Tuesday. A tornado watch also in effect for Opelousas Parish, Macomb, and farther east. As you go west, there is not a tornado watch, but tornadoes will be possible mostly in the northeast quadrant of the hurricane. That's why Mississippi, Alabama, they've already had tornado warnings with this storm. But to wrap this up, during the storm, what do you need to do? Remember, take shelter in a small interior room if you're seeing really heavy winds, and make sure it's in probably like a closet or something, and it's on the lowest level, because if your structure does give way, those interior rooms typically hold their structure better. However, if it is flooding, you do not want to be on the lowest level. You actually want to get on the highest level that you can. Avoid closed attics. Do not walk, do not swim, and do not drive in floodwaters. That is life-threatening. And make sure each family member is included in a plan. Hopefully you have a plan in place. Make sure those pets are included. And lastly, if you lose power, there are several things you need to do. Make sure the fridge is closed so your food doesn't spoil. Make sure everything is unplugged from your outlets. Make sure your breakers are turned off, and so on, because if your house gets water in it, that could really ruin your circuitry. Make sure to continue to watch us on NBC Local 33 and Fox 44. We will now be doing these cut-ins every 30 minutes, and we'll do full coverage nonstop starting at 11. Make sure to download our BR Proud app. We'll have the latest there. And follow me on social media, meteorologist Bryan Ramsey. I'm always posting updates. So is Ashley Ruiz. brproud.com. You can always find the latest updates on Hurricane Ida there. And these cut-ins that are going on air, if you happen to lose signal, you can watch me on TV every hour and Ashley Ruiz on our website. We're going to be attaching those videos to the article that's on our webpage, so you'll be able to get the latest there as well, or on our Facebook page.